Hello, and if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to Decanting Club. This week's wine is an Australian red from the Barossa Valley, home to some of the oldest vines on the planet. The gnarled old Grenache bush vines used to produce this are between 50 to 120 years old, but the family that produce it have been growing grapes here since the 1850s. The G6 in this wine's name stands for sixth generation. The first thing you'll notice about this is just how pale it is. I'm not sure that shows up on the video. Perhaps if I hold it against a white background you might be able to see. But it is very unlike the sort of deep dark red you normally get these days. This is a Grenache characteristic. It's a thin-skinned pale grape that is naturally quite light in colour, although it's usually full in body and flavour. Wow, that's a lovely nose. It's quite unusual though. It's big dried fruit flavours and there are nuts and quite a lot of smoky oak. It's not the sort of coconut and vanilla oak you would more normally find on a red, but it reminds me more of the sort of classy, resiny oak you'd get on a posh white Burgundy. There's also, you can smell some of the alcoholic heat there too. In fact, with this pale colour and these rather oxidative notes in the nose, this reminds me very much of a fortified wine, like a 10-year-old tawny port, or perhaps a vin du naturel from southern France, like a Banyul or a Mauri, which are also made from Grenache. However, the similarity ends there, because when you taste it, you'll notice that the wine is completely dry, and those fortified wines would have been sweet. There are big, broad, mouth-filling flavours here of dried fruits, again, figs and raisins, and there are walnuts. There's velvety, soft, almost non-existent tannins, low to medium acidity, and it all leads into a long, smoky finish. Quite unusual, but absolutely delightful. And a textbook illustration of what old vine Grenache can really do in the hands of winemakers who are attuned to it. A lot of winemakers would try and disguise the grape's natural pale colour and tendency to oxidise, but Bethany have run with it, using short maceration and long aging in older oak barrels to produce this lovely style. It's quite an old-fashioned style, but then these are very old-fashioned vines. Cheers.